What's up, Brujitas? Rubber Dave here. Good to be back. It's been a minute. I don't have any real updates about my TV show other than I did get some good news. I'm still waiting for the details on it, but I may be doing a mansion and filming the episode for my show. So I'll keep you in tune for that. But I wanted to say that I was just checking my viewer count. I'm up to 990 subscribers, which is cool. But only 20 more to get to 1,000. And on 1,000 subscriber, I'm going to send you a gift box for my appreciation for subscribing. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so today, God, I hope we can get through this because I got a lot to cover, but my phone is super glitchy. And that's kind of part of the whole reason why I'm doing this, because some weird shit has been happening. Today I'm going to be talking about spell backfire. What is it? How to prevent it? What causes it? Whatever. And just a quick summary. I did this money spell, and for the most part they usually work in one way or the other when I do them, whatever, but I don't know if it has anything to do with Mercury retrograde or me being greedy, low vibration. I don't know what it was, but just after I did it, things have been goofy. Like if you can see that fan in the back, it's all crooked now. But my AC went out. It's been 103 here in Vegas this past week, so my house is hot, and the AC, come on. Just stupid things. I have this big 15-inch TV that I don't need and don't use, and I'm trying to sell it. This dude came and got it. He took it home. He goes, "Oh, it's missing some adapter or whatever for the apps." I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about, dude." And he brings it back. I'm like, what the fuck? Just stupid shit like that. So, I don't know if that, because it's such a controversial issue, spell backfire. What is it? And I'm not talking about you trying to summon a demon and another demon piggybacks onto that demon and it causes trouble in your life. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about consequences or just things that happen. Because what is construed as backfire when it comes to magic? Well, the dictionary term for backfire is adverse opposite reaction to its originator. Okay, so opposite of what you want to do. Obviously, okay, so it's basic, right? But I think a lot of us kind of misinterpret that word a little bit when it comes to magic and what it is. So it just got me thinking with the stuff happening with me. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to figure out what I did wrong. I'm not sure what I did wrong, but I have a couple reasons maybe why, or just maybe timing. Who knows? So I put this little lesson together for you guys so we can maybe get to the cause of something that may be happening to you. I don't know. So anyways, so how does it happen? What is it? How to prevent it? Well, the first thing, it seems like everybody's go-to answer for is, well, it's the threefold law. Blah, 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 blah. First of all, that's the Wiccan read. I am not Wiccan. I really don't adhere to that or follow their practices per se, but I do like what it says. But why 3? Okay, I know 3 is a magical number. Nikola Tesla has his universal equation of 369. And his quote was, if we only knew the possibilities by knowing this equation and knowing these numbers. Jesus was dead for 3 days before he rose again. It's in the Bible several times with the number 3. So it's a good number to use. I think it's first mentioned in, was it 1949 in Jill Gardner's novel High Magic's Aid. is when that was first mentioned, but the number 3 has been around for way forever that. But why they came up with that, I don't know. Whatever, why not 5, 6, 9, who knows? To me, personally, when something has an adverse reaction, it's always just twice as bad. I just stick with that. So, I mean, what does the Wiccan Rede even say? Let me just read it to you real quick, just so you know what it is. By the witch's law ye must, in perfect love and perfect trust. 8 words the Wiccan Rede fulfill, and ye harm none, do what ye will. What ye send forth comes back to thee, so even mind the rule of 3. Follow this wish with mind and heart, merry meet and merry ye part. Okay, great, that's nice, but I think it goes a little deeper than that, and I kind of want to go over some things that kind of might not be the norm, I guess you'd say. You know, I want to be talking about karma, because that's another misinterpreted word. Low vibrational frequency, the threefold law we just mentioned, and then the basics, casting a circle, wrong intentions, days and times, things like that. So, I don't want to get too deep in this. I mean, because it still blows my mind, a lot of it. But karma, okay. Once again, I think this word is a little bit misinterpreted. In my belief, this is my belief. I believe karma is universal, obviously, and that it's not instantaneous. It's not immediate. And it does affect everybody. But it does pertain to past, present, and future. And basically, karma means the sum of a person's actions in this life, or in this and previous states of existence, viewed as deciding their fate in future existence. Basically, what you do in this life transfers into the next life, whether it's good or bad. And of course, forever people think, oh, you know, you stole from that guy, so you know what? Somebody's going to break into your house or whatever. You know, it's like the philosophy of what comes around goes around. That may be true in a sense. You know, it's like doing something good. Let's put it in a good perspective. You donate money to a charity or whatever, and then you come home that day and you find money in a jacket pocket that you didn't know you had. That's awesome. Is that instant karma? No, I think it's just coincidence. You know, I'm going to tell you a story just real quick. I'm not asking for any accolades, or even when this happened, I was like, I'm not asking for anything. It's just me being kind. But one day, a summer day like this, probably 105 out, super hot, this asphalt gets cooking. Driving down this busy road, I see, up in the distance, a few blocks away, I could see this man laying in the road in a shopping cart, flipped over with all the food on the ground, whatever. I'm like, what the? Nobody's stopping. Everybody's just passing by him. I get up to my stop. I go, hey, brother, you okay? And he's like kind of delirious. I picked him up. I sat him down on the curb, and I happened to have a cold bottle of water in my car, and I gave it to him. Picked up his stuff and whatever. Called 911. Paramedics came. They looked at him, and they said, yeah, do you think he had like a little medical episode or whatever? But he's okay. He goes, thank you for calling. Awesome. So that was my good deed. Did karma return that immediately? No. At least in no ways that I can think of. I don't know. Maybe something that I missed. I don't know. But I wasn't looking for something. Because people still, you know, reacted rudely and stuff. Not towards me, but just in general. It's like it's like opening a door for somebody, you know, And they just walk by, they don't say nothing, they don't say thank you or anything, they just walk around, fuck you. You know, it's like, so, where does karma fit into this? In my research, I came across this thing that said the 12 laws of karma, and I thought they were beautiful. And it might take you a minute to read them a couple times to understand how they fit in with magic. So I want to read them to you. And the first one is called the Great Law. Whatever we put into the universe will come back to us. I think that's a given, but an important fact. 2, the law of creation. Life does not happen by itself. We need to make it happen. Yeah, shit does happen, but you know what? We also have to get off our ass and make things happen. 3, the law of humility. One must accept something in order to change it. Oh, heavy. I used to teach 12-step programs and stuff like that. And one of the first things, like AA or whatever, is admitting you're powerless and you have a problem. Nobody can change unless they want to change. You have to want to change yourself or whatever before you can. 4, the law of growth. When we change ourselves, our lives change too. Huge. Number 5, the law of responsibility. We must take responsibility for what is in our lives. That's pretty self-explanatory. Take responsibility for your actions. Number 6, the law of connection. The past, present, and future are all connected. Once again, past life, next life, whatever. And I don't even think it's a case where if you believe in this or not, I think it just is. I don't know. Excuse me. Number 7, the law of focus. We cannot think of two different things at the same time. Okay. When it comes to magic, I just had this conversation the other day with somebody asked me this question. Like, how many spells can I do at once or this and that? You could do as many as you want, I suppose, but I always put it in this format. Think of yourself as like an octopus. You're the head. You got 8 tentacles. Each tentacle's doing a spell. So all your energy is going to each tentacle. That means 100% of your energy is not focused on just the one spell, which like it should be if you really want it to work. It's being too dispersed. So that's when this law of focus really kind of brought that to light for me. Number 8, the law of giving and hospitality. Our behavior should match our own thoughts and actions. Pretty self-explanatory. Number 9, the law of here and now. We cannot be present if we are looking backward. Ooh. This law, to me, you could just call it shadow work. And we all know about shadow work. You're just looking into ourselves. Back in the day, I used to call it introspection. And looking at ourselves and those things that weigh us down, that are preventing us from moving forward. You know, and I'm not even talking about a road opening spell or anything like that, which those are great too, but I'm just talking about looking at yourself, because you can't go forward. Even if you want to change, you can't change unless you recognize those things that you need to get rid of in your life. And they can pertain to anything, any habits, toxic relationships, whatever. And it hurts. Sometimes you got to do it. Number 10, The law of change. History repeats itself until we learn from it and change our own path. Boom. Nothing is going to change. I mean, and I hate to say this, and sometimes, and most of the time I don't say it to a lot of just girlfriends of mine, that they keep dating the same type of dudes over and over and over, keep getting burned and whatever, and they do not learn from this pattern. And I'm just like going, oh my God. And then when you say something, it's like, it might come off a little rude, so that's touchy. Number 11, the law of patience and reward. The most valuable rewards require persistence. Don't give up. Manifest that shit. Number 12, the law of significance and inspiration. Rewards are a result of the energy and effort we put into it. That is magic in a nutshell, is it not? Rewards or manifestations is a result of the energy and effort we put into it. How much effort and energy do you put into your magic? Are you just like super lazy? Are you just like, I'm gonna just throw out this spell, see what happens, blah, blah, blah. That's cool if that's your thing, but all boils down to energy and the effort you put into it. So that's the karma aspect of spell backfire, those things. Just I know, and it's even for myself, I don't always consider that stuff. But it's something to consider. Okay. Another one, and this is heavy too, and I don't want to get too involved in it because there's a lot to it. But I'm talking about solfeggios, the solfeggio frequency. And basically what that is, a solfeggio is music, all instruments, musical tracks that are tuned to a certain frequency. And that certain frequency activates certain things within us. You know our chakras, you know the crown, throat, all these things, right? It activate them. And most of us, I'm not sure what an actual, just a normal everyday person like you and I, what we operate on. I think our frequency may be like under 100. I'm not sure, but here's where it starts and it activates in our body. At 174 hertz, these frequencies will start to remove pain in your body. At 285, it influences energy fields. At 396 hertz, it'll release guilt and fear. That's your root chakra. 417, it'll start helping facilitate change in your life. Sacral chakra. 528, repair DNA in your body. Solar plexus. 639, connect and understand relationships. Heart chakra. 741, awake intuition. Throat chakra. 852, return to spiritual order. Attract soul tribe. Opens your third eye. At 963, connect with light and spirit, your crown chakra. And then supposedly anything higher than that, it allows you deeper into the astral plane, where connecting with angels and things like that, like just at 1100, like it's crazy, this stuff. But I'd like to listen to them every night when I go to bed. Just put it on my phone. It's already timed out. I go to sleep to that, and it just subconsciously will do whatever. And it helps, trust me. But one thing about the universe, I'm going to try to, I don't know, try to word this right. The universe, it doesn't recognize your personal desires, wants, and needs. It only understands the frequency in which you are vibrating at. For example, if you're vibrating in the frequency of fear, guilt, shame, you're going to attract those similar things of a similar vibration. If you are vibrating in the frequency of love, joy, and abundance, you're going to attract those things that support that frequency. You have to tune into that energy for the things that you want to manifest in your life. Change your mindset, and it's going to help you change things in your life. Now, when it comes to magic and meditation and raising your vibration, they're very important. I know before I approach my altar and I'm getting ready to do a spell or whatever, I try to get in that mindset. I try to meditate, try to ground myself, center myself, whatever. And I think that's part of the reason why this particular money spell backfired, is because I wasn't in the right mindset. I was in a hurry, feeling kind of financially desperate, or whatever the case is. And I just, my frequency was low. I thought I was doing the right things, and maybe they help. I don't know, but I think that's part of the reason why is what happened. So think about that. Now, the last three topics are probably just spell work 101. And I'm talking about timing, intention, and casting a circle. Now, we all know in Spellcraft 101, days, times, hours, whatever, all reflect on your spell work. But that's the beauty of magic. You don't always have to do it with corresponding days and times or whatever. But, and I've said this in my past videos, that all of that adds extra power and energy to your spell work. Now, intention. Okay. And it once again, super basic, but your wording has to be so precise when you are setting your intention. When you're writing a petition, whatever, be precise in your wording. I can't be more adamant about that. Be precise in your wording, and use the words, and I posted this before in my other video, I am or I will, not I want. Okay? Now, finally, the last thing, and I'm going to do another video on this particular thing, but casting a circle. I'll do another video someday. How important is it? When should you cast a circle? Because we all know casting a circle prevents negative energy or whatever from entering your spell work, whatever it is you're doing. I've, through the years, starting to cast more circles in the things that I do, just to help prevent things like this or whatever. Now, I still belong to the philosophy where you don't have to cast a circle when you're doing witchy arts and crafts, making spell jars and pouches and satchels and whatever. I don't think you have to, but whatever. But I've gone a little deeper in whatever, and I get a little more ritualistic, so I do cast a circle. So, and I didn't cast a circle when I did this particular money spell, so that might be another reason. Who knows? Who knows? But these are just things that I think we don't always think about, and I want to help you maybe think about it. Like if your magic, and it's a difference between your magic not working and your magic working but in the wrong way. Two different things. Okay? So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a little off topic for me, but I felt like I just wanted to do it. I got another video coming up, hopefully this week. I know I've been lazy, but yeah, whatever. So, thanks for watching, you guys. Remember, like and subscribe, and I'm going to send you something fun. Okay? Love you. Do no harm. Take no shit. Bye.